Uh, Hello, Aisha. If you are speaking, we can't really hear you. I don't know if any other person can hear Aisha. Mariam, can you can you hear her?
Okay, not I can hear her.
I would like to know if I'm audible enough. You can do so
Oh,
by using the
no, you're
emoji to specify whether I'm audible or not.
yes, you're audible now.
All right, thank you. So once again, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the webinar titled Boosting Sales as an SME Using Your Mobile Phone, organized by Civic Tech Consulting. My name is Aisha Damumagaji. I'm your host for today. I'm a digital marketing intern working with Civic Tech Consulting. Moderating alongside with me is Mariam Shaibu, who is a content creator with Civic Tech Consult. You're welcome, everyone. Welcome once again. So with me here, I have the Civic Tech Consulting team and departmental head. We have Mubarak, who is the CEO, Ibrahim, who is the Chief Technical Officer, Adamu Hamza, who is the project manager. Awal is our web developer. We have Khadija, who is a data analyst, and Abdullahi Mukhtar, who is our brand designer. You are welcome, everybody. So our facilitator for today is Ms. Ruqaiya Ali Musa. She's an award-winning entrepreneur and motivational speaker, and she's the founder of Shawarma Corner. Welcome, Mrs. Ruqaiya.
Thank you very much for having me. Hello, am I audible?
Oh,
Yes, Ruqaiya, you are audible. Yes.
All right, thank you
yeah,
very
you're
much.
audible.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me. As clearly stated earlier, my name is Ruqaiya Ali and I'm an award-winning entrepreneur.
So
Okay.
before Ruqaiya,
Aisha, you are not audible.
Okay. So I think the network is like
Ruqaiya, you can go on.
Okay. So as earlier stated, my name is Ruqaiya Ali and I'm an award-winning entrepreneur. I'm an achiever of outstanding level of diversification. I am also an employer of labor. As she clearly stated earlier on, I'm equally a motivational speaker. I motivate, I empower, I inspire, I impact. I do a whole lot of things actually. Then I'm a food business consultant by experience. So basically, they would have a few things to talk about. I wouldn't want to take so much of our time. Um, I don't know if the facilitator can, organizer can hear me. Is it possible? I see my slides here.
Yes. It's coming up in a moment.
Okay. So let me hold on with, and we'll check that
Yeah,
so on the same page.
you can. All right.
As well, let me open
All
my copy.
right.
Okay.
Before her slides are up, let's have the all right. Before we have the slides on, we would like to have an overview about Civic Tech Consulting from the CEO Mubarak Taha. Mr. Mubarak, you can go ahead and give an overview about Civic Tech Consulting. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Aisha. Good afternoon. Good Evening, everyone. My name is Mubarak. As Aisha rightly mentioned, I led the team here at Civic Tech Consulting, and our aim is principally to see how we can empower small businesses to use digital technology and digital services so that they can thrive in today's digital world. And alongside, we support other uh, underrepresented tech sectors like non-profit and youth-led organizations. So far, we have been able to support and empower a couple small businesses and organizations through our online sessions and also through our one-on-one support. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And this is going to be a very impactful session. Madam Ruqaiya is very rich and packed with knowledge and inspiration. And I believe her session is going to be very transformational for all of us. Uh, we all should all grab our pen and paper and take this lesson to our own businesses to see how we can improve. This is a lifetime opportunity for anyone who knows Ruqaiya. They know that this is a very huge opportunity for all of us to learn from her experience and also take something from her, and also we'll get a chance to also share or ask question to her or to the CTC team by the end of her presentation. Thank you all, and I wish us a successful webinar tonight.
Okay, can I carry on?
Yes, I think the moderator is having network issue. She rejoined again. Yes, but I think Madam Rukayat, you can continue. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you very much for having me once again. So as he clearly stated earlier, we're going to talk about boosting sales using our phones. So basically, I feel when people say they need an opportunity or they have not gotten an opportunity to start up something for themselves, I feel it's just an excuse basically, because having a phone on its own is an opportunity. It depends on how you look at your phone and how you use it. So the first on the first slide, sorry, I am checking the slide. Okay, I'm trying to check the slides because I'm using my phone to talk about these what I have here. So first of all, I would like to share a personal story, but I'd call it breaking boundaries, where I was able to sell to an unreachable client with my phone. As I stated earlier, I'm a food business owner. So before coming across a mobile phone, we all know how difficult it is to source for customers. Basically now everything has literally been done for us. With a phone, everything has been done for us. So then when I started a business, I remember it was after an election. The governor of my state was elected. So I got a phone call in the evening. No, I think 3 days after the swearing in, I got a phone call in the evening. And a lady placed an order, and I was very excited. She placed an order for something I have never sold because it was just a startup. She placed an order of close to 30,000, and honestly, as a teacher that I was then, it kept me so excited. I was teaching and I was smiling, thinking of my 30,000. Then I asked for delivery details. She said government house, and that was double excitement. Truly, I became so excited that I couldn't wait for 30 seconds. No, not 30 seconds. I couldn't wait for an additional 10 seconds after closing. I quickly went home, processed whatever it is I had to process, got a rider, and have him deliver it to government house. Then it got me thinking, like, who was this client? Because obviously I got a call, so I didn't know who sent the message, who called me, but I was very sure that she got the my phone number from Instagram. So I was like, okay, who was this client? How did she reach out and all that? Lucky enough, when I checked my Instagram page, that was where she reached out to me first. When she didn't get a reply, then she placed a call. I realized she was part of the, government officials as at then that were sworn into office. It kept me so excited that, and it kept me thinking, okay, what if I am the one to go to government house, to pay all the transport, go to government and go to by the gate and say I want to sell my product to that particular person? Would it have been possible? I'm definitely sure it wouldn't be possible, because I wouldn't be given the chance to enter that premises, talk more of selling my business to them. In fact, if it's talking about packaging, I am not well packaged. I'm not packaged enough to sell my product to that government house. So having a phone, having an Instagram page really, really helped me, because as at then I was able to, sell myself online, which actually got her attention to my page and then made her patronize me. So what I'm trying to say here basically is, we have the having phones alone are opportunities to us. It depends on how you choose to use your phone. I know a lot of people will choose to troll online, post negativity, post comment. When you have the opportunity to monetize whatever it is you have, everybody has a strength. And I will not take it from anybody that says, "Ah, I don't have any strength." Every single individual has a strength. What is your strength? What are you good at? Then I knew I used to be a very good storyteller, or I am still a very good storyteller. So I used my storytelling, using my phone and data to, to pass information, to make people attached to me and my business and my brand identity. And that automatically makes them want to patronize the owner of the business. People buy with emotions. Before people will even understand that, oh, the product is not good, they may have had interest in you from the way you package yourself and sell yourself online. So this is my personal experience with selling to unreachable clients. That is number one. So I want each and every one of us to have it at the back of your mind that it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do, and it doesn't matter who you are targeting. Once you have your mobile phone, believe me when I say you can reach to every single individual, and even the people that think they are unreachable, they are not, you can't reach them or you cannot access them. Those people are easily accessible online. So it all boils down to how you choose to use the resources you have, or if you choose to keep giving excuses that I don't have what to use, or I don't have a phone, or whatever it is. So as I said earlier, your phone alone, having a phone alone is an opportunity to to monetize to monetize your product, your services, or your knowledge, name it. Then on the second slide, I have networking in the palm of my hand. Okay. The phone I am currently using to make this conversation with you, I can't count the number of opportunities it has brought to me. There's this popular saying that says, people paint your picture in your absence. It is when you are not around that people will decide your fate. If if it's in a table of opportunities, if it is when you are not around, people will decide if you will be invited to that table. Likewise, if you are not somebody valuable, it is when you are not around that people will decide whether to bring you on board or not, on board or not. As I said, having your phone is having an opportunity on your hand. So under this, I said, um through social media, particularly messaging apps, direct calls, a lot of things, I use my phone to build opportunities, to build networking opportunities. I use my phone to learn from businesses that on a normal day, if I reach out to them to teach me one or two things or mentor me, they wouldn't do that. I remember there was a time I got a very, very negative feedback that really devastated me. It kept me thinking, okay, now, as a small business, when I get in this review, I know what it had done to me mentally. So I felt, okay, let me look out to similar businesses like my own and see how they handle these constructive criticisms, as I call them. Maybe I can learn, sorry, one or two things from it. So I did that. I went online. I saw businesses that I look up to, like they were equally having more than 1,000. Okay, let me not exaggerate. More than 10, 20 of negative, constructive criticism. But that doesn't stop people from going to their business premises and patronize them. Now, on a normal day, if I call somebody to ask, you know, when when you share your experience with people, they cannot really tell you. they cannot really tell you what you're supposed to do or what you should have done if they are not in your shoes or if they are not going through the same process. That's why at any point in time you should have a network, a strong network of people that you think you have you share the same the same goal together. So when you are explaining things to them, they could reason with you and they could understand what they should tell you or what you are expected to do. Not people that would say, okay, oh, I'll come to my network and tell them I'm facing this challenge today. A customer did this, and the next thing I'll hear the next person say, it's not only you, including me. The same thing happened to me. When in your very good network, you hear people telling you things that would, push you to achieve or push you to do better than what you have done. So what I'm trying to say here is basically with your phone, you can connect with people that on a normal day you cannot have access to them. And it is then when they understand you're a person of value, then you will see your names being called out on places you have never ever expected. So as I said, let me read on. So what began as a simple conversation for me actually, and grew into a networking opportunity, mentorships and opportunities that brought my business and personal brand to the foresight. Where I currently base is actually out of 10 people, if you were to ask 5 or 7, I bet they know my brand, irrespective of where they are coming from. It's because I use the resource I have to showcase myself and my business out there. It's beyond having a good product too. Don't say because I have a good product, people automatically patronize you. No. How well is your product and how well do you sell yourself out there? You can use your phone to tell stories. You can use your phone to, share experiences. You can use your phone for mentorship. You can use your phone to literally monetize everything you are good at. As I said earlier, I will not agree if anybody would tell me that they are not good at something. Now, let me tell you a story of somebody I know on a personal level. She works with, I think, one of the hospitals, government hospitals, and she was posted to a rural area. So along the line, she got a bit disturbed because obviously, we know how the salaries are, and she was looking for an extra income. So along the line, she was searching online, searching for opportunities. Then she came across freelancing and she picked interest in that. But she wanted to understand freelancing better in her language, in her mother tongue. When she searched the internet, guess what happened? She couldn't get a single information on freelancing in Hausa language. Why I'm telling you this, because as I speak to you now, she started a WhatsApp community, I think a month ago. She currently has over 350 subscribers, and those subscribers are those that go on her YouTube channel and encourage her to continue. The reason I'm telling you this is you are good at something. So how you find out what you're good at is left to you. But whatever you are good at, the simple thing you think people may not find it valuable. The simple thing you think people may not find valuable may be the most valuable thing you can sell to somebody. Sometimes it's not about speaking big English, about saying you know showing people you too know. It's about the simple and the basic thing, because as we speak, people lack knowledge on simple and basic things. And believe me when I tell you, there are over 1,000 people that are willing to pay you to teach them what you are very good at, and that thing to be something you least expect will fetch you money. Now I'm giving as a motivational speaker. I know normally what I do is I just post online on my WhatsApp. I have a community on WhatsApp. I'll just post story, and when I post story, I hear people saying, I feel you're talking to me. I feel this. I feel that. I feel that. So before I just felt okay. Let me go into this motivation thing, since I realized I do motivate people a lot with my post. And before I was getting calls from different organizations to come and speak on this, to come and speak on this, to come and speak on. Like when I do motivational speak, it literally takes nothing away from me, and I feel happy doing it. It's just me doing me. And unfortunately enough for me, then I realized people were really, really looking for someone that could motivate them and tell them to keep pushing. So if you had asked me about this motivational thing as at last year, I wouldn't tell you I would find myself doing this, because I never felt it was something worth telling people, or it was something of value. Then over time, I realized, okay, so because I am good at talking, a lot of people don't even know how to phrase their words and share to others. It's a skill, like public speaking is a skill. So as I am going into this thing, I realized a lot of people were picking interest. Then I'm like, okay, this is me. What's so extra? Then when I'm talking to people, we see them all paying attention, trying to see what I'm going to say next and all that. And before, people will be following up. Okay, can I have your contact? Please, I want you to do this. I want you to do that. I know of a session I attended 2 weeks ago. One of the, I think it was one of the organizers, she came up to me. She said, please, do you do a master class? I said, I don't. I would need you to come up with one. Let's analyze everything. I will pay you whatever you request. Please impart knowledge on so. She said, I don't know. I can't remember what exactly she said. And it's just me talking. Someone is willing to pay me for that. And like, wow, this is really something. If I had not used my phone to share the little knowledge I felt was insignificant to people, I wouldn't have seen myself where I am today. So bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is, with your work, with your phone, you can network to people you think you are unreachable to. With your phone, you can get mentors from across the world. With your phone, you can get limitless and countless opportunities you may have never think of. Bottom line is, I want you to give yourself this task. Find out what you are very good at and see how you will be able to share your knowledge or your value to people. As it is now, with this current technology thing, you don't need to sell product. You don't need to prepare something and say, okay, take this product, it is for sale. You can become a person of value. You can become a person worthy of people looking up to. Once you stand on your own, in fact, don't even think of anything to sell. As an individual, focus on self-value and self-development. I promise you, the opportunities will follow you wherever you find yourself. So moving on to the next slide, where I said, from my screen to success, how I use my phone to for personal growth and development. So for me, my phone has been an essential resource for learning, self-improvement, and expanding my horizons. From accessing online courses, motivational content, and motivating people as well, my phone has lifted me or has helped me stay informed, inspired, and focused on my goals. It's with your phone that you go online and you'll be admiring people that are doing things similar to you. There's this saying that says, everything in a packaging. It's true. Online, everything in a packaging. You really don't know the story because you're not part of it. But if I package myself the way I want you to see me or presume who I am, I will be able to do that and sell myself without you even knowing, even without you even having access or knowing who you are speaking to directly. You understand what I'm trying to say? With your phone, there are opportunities, thousands opportunities you could come across. See, you don't need to go online to be a troll, as I said. You don't need to be online to be online to just be reading comments. You don't need to go online to see how this person is living their lifestyle. When you have your phone and you have access to internet connection, there are little things as little as taking surveys online can pay you money. As I gave you the story of that person that is doing freelancing, she was able to understand freelancing, but she realized that there was nobody selling that knowledge online in house, and she started that, and believe me, she is doing well. Now I'm assigning this task to you, and I am challenging each and every one of you here. Find out what you are good at. Once you understand what you are good at, package yourself and make it a valuable content. And believe me, when you do that, the money will follow later on. So basically, it's actually a very, very brief session. I wouldn't want to bore you with my personal stories or whatever it is. The essence of this is how to use your phone to utilize resources, and also you could use your phone to make researches. A lot of things. I think it will take, I can list over 100 without repeating myself when it comes to things you can use to monetize online in your phone. You could as well use softwares, these little applications on Play Store. There are a lot of things. I think Civic Tech is there. It will be there for you in case you need any assistance with regards to how to come up with a lot of things. The bottom line is just to have an idea of what you want to do. Challenge yourself to understand what you are truly good at, and from there you see how money will roll into your account. Thank you very much. Let's open up for question and answers. I'm sure I will take much time there too as well. I hope I've been able to impact knowledge, and I've been able to motivate you a little bit on using the available resource you have to become whatever it is you wish to become in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Like I was like dazzling. Like I don't know where am I in Nigeria? What is happening? Like mom, thank you so much for this wonderful session. Like we can't thank you enough. Please, if you have a question, you can type it, or if you want to say, you just raise your hands up and we give you the mic to ask your question. Okay. Abubakar Ahmad, please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My question is, how do you ensure monetizing your profiles on social media to also make money, not only focusing on, content creation or something related to that? Yeah, this is just a question. I don't know if it's clear.
Mm. Using your profile to monetize, use your profile, right, to monetize it. Or did I miss anything?
Yes. Okay. So for context, people use their accounts to make money. For example, on Twitter
Yeah,
or
yeah,
on Facebook, you can verify your account, and then the more you post on social media, the more content you have in there, the
yeah,
more people engage, the more you
yeah.
get money out of it. How do you ensure
Yeah.
doing that also?
Okay. You ensure doing that by sharing valuable knowledge. Now, let me give you an example. Let me state the scenario for you. When you go online, when you come across pages of content creators, comedians, and all that, basically, when you look at them closely, they are all selling value. Comedians will say something that would make you laugh. Let's take for example food bloggers. They will cook something that will make you feel okay. I would want to try this product. Whatever they are doing, they all have one thing in common: sharing knowledge. It's not just about packaging your profile or writing you do this, you do that on your profile alone. People want to see you doing your work. Now, for example, if I'm into interior decor, for example, and I tell somebody, okay, I do interiors, the first thing is, let me see your work. Then if I don't have anything to show for it, do you think they would give me, or they will assign me that assignment, or that what's it called, work? They will not, because they have not seen anything of value I am presenting to them. We see food bloggers, we see content creators, we see marketers, we see comedians getting ambassadorships of huge brands. Like, you be like, what are they doing extra that they're getting this ambassadorship from big companies or big brands? It's because of the value they are selling. Once you sell value, name it whatever type of thing it is, be it you, if it could be as little as you packaging how you sleep, showing people how you sleep, it could be value to somebody, and that person will willing to pay you for that value. Once you package yourself correctly, the money will follow. People are watching. The sad part is, or the fortunate part is, we don't know who is watching. But as long as whatever you are doing is of value, people will follow you. That money will follow. It's because these brands trust that you will pull your community to recognize them. That is why they are entrusting you with the ambassadorship. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So basically, it's all about selling value. It could be knowledge, it could be skill, it could be anything. When you go to international pages on Instagram, for example, any other social, you see this, or you know, people showing you how to sweep room, and you'll be like, the same sweeping room, and you know how to do. But to some, it's value, because I may wake up in the morning, I don't even know how to clean my room, but this application is showing me to, okay, if you wake up, you now stretch out, you now do your bed, and before you know, it has taught me anything. So what is your value? What is your value proposition? What are you good at? And how do you package it and sell it out to people is what really matters. It boils down to, it's not categorical about one thing or about you posting it on your profile. People want to see what you do. And whatever you do, make sure it's of value, impact. I hope I have answered your question.
Okay, thank you, ma, for that wonderful answer. Like she say, value. When
Mm.
you dish out value, people will come looking for you. And one thing that people don't take serious is consistency. If you
Yes.
want to monetize your profile, you have to be consistent. So, Musa, please, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Good evening, everyone. My question is, how long will it take for me to, as in, how long will it take for me to start earning money? It took too long for,
Can you come again? The question was not clear.
I said, how long will it take for me to start earning money using my account? I don't know if the question is clear.
I understand that. So, in this journey of being an entrepreneur, whatever you choose to do, you must be very, very, if I may add, extremely patient. That is why you hear people saying, do what you're passionate at. Passionate means even if that thing is not paying you, you'll be patient enough to continue, because at least, if not for anything, at least I like what I'm doing. As I told you earlier, people are watching, but you don't know who is watching. One person may notice you, and that one person that will notice you may be responsible of changing your life completely. And maybe before that person notices you, it could be in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 10 years. Bottom line is, as she said, you have to be consistent. You have to be extremely consistent and extremely patient. A lot of people first comes for, pay 10,000 and multiply it by, and get it multiplied to 100,000 in 1 week. A lot of people get carried away or get scammed with that because they are not patient. In business or in your journey as an entrepreneur, if you are not patient, believe me, you won't go anywhere. It's not about the money now. As I told you earlier, if you are a person that stands for value and you are valuable, take it from me that money will follow you. In fact, when you stand for value, you don't need to tell people like, this is what I do. A lot of programs I have come across is from people that will say, I saw your this work somewhere, or I participated in one of your events, and please, we want to have you on board. I didn't go there to look for people to come and see the value I sell. People looked for me because they know I am of value. So do not tell yourself that this is the time frame you need to assign yourself before you start getting money. Because if you give yourself a time frame and the money didn't come, you will become you become devastated. Like you build up anger and you'll be like, okay, so this thing doesn't really make money or all that. But because it's something you are good at and something you're passionate about, you keep doing it willingly until the money finally realizes where you are. And as I said earlier, it's not about, and okay, and also, see, let me tell you, it's not about how fast you grow, it's about how well you grow. How well you grow. It's Growth can be very overwhelming. Now, if you are a person of value, now the person asking this question, and you know you are truly valuable in whatever you do, then I come to you with a project. Okay, I want you to do this for me, and I have 10 other people in my team to do that for me. If you're starting today, it will be very difficult to do what I want. It will be very difficult for you to do what I want and to do the same for my other 10 people I am bringing for you. That is because you were overwhelmed by the number of people. You never expected that this number of people were going to request for your value. But when you do it gradually, because as I said earlier, it's not about how fast you go. When you do it gradually, you have allowed yourself to go through a process that whatever comes your way, you will fit in, and whatever comes in for you as a shock, you will have this shock absorbers that nothing will make you feel you can't do it. Like, this is me, this is a process I have gone through, this is how I have mastered this skill. And whoever is willing or wants me to do whatever it is for me, I'm willing to do it because I have gone through that process. So bottom line, it's not about the money, it's not about how fast you want to achieve the money, it's how well you have gone through the process. Remember, wherever there is value, money will definitely follow. I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah, thank you very well. Well answered, and thank you very much. So
Welcome.
the
Thank you,
key
mom, for that.
the key is being consistent and patience and hardworking.
Yes, correct.
Thank you very
Thank,
much. Very much. May Allah bless you.
thank you, mom, for that answer. And as I would say, your network is your net worth.
Correct.
Have like surround yourself with people that will, whenever you are, whether you are there or you are not there, they will recognize you. So thank you for that wonderful answer. So I think Abdul Hakim Aminu wants to ask a question. Please, you can unmute your mic and ask.
Um, Good day to you all. Thank you, Ma, for your time and for your all support. My own question is that I had a lot of content on ground that I have been written down, so that I want to start like making a video content like that in Hausa. But the reason is that I don't want my first or like my appearance to appear in the video. I want to use like voiceover. So I was been trying searching for the tools to use such things like that, but I couldn't get. If you have any guidance for that, I would like to recommend me with one. Thank you.
Okay. As they say, everything is content. And whatever it is, if you're good at it, just post it. Let me tell you something. Where I stand in my brand, I get, should I call it requests, or I get proposals of different organizations wanting me to use maybe their software for my business, or using this for my business, or using that because they feel it will be of value to me. Now, if you're waiting for the time to come where you will have the right voice or the right video or the right whatever it is to start your content journey, then that time or that day will never come. Because there's a saying that say procrastination is the beginning of all what I can't remember the say your voice. I could sense you are procrastinating. You're waiting to get that result before you start. But have you ever thought of starting, then continuing along the way? I don't know if you have thought of that. Have you ever, sorry, thought of starting, then you continue along the way? Because when you are good at what you do, people from your own type of industry or people will reach out to you and tell you how about using this or this or this for your type of content. There are people out there, take it from me, that will reach out to you and give you free advices because they know in whatever you do, you are very good at it. Now, let me tell you, they say people that call themselves business consultants or something like, will now tell you, okay, before you start a business, you must write a business plan. I did not write a business plan. I opened the back of my notebook and I wrote it in my own language in Hausa. This is what I want to achieve at the end of this year. Because it was more realistic for me, I was able to do that. I don't like big English. People that would come and confuse me. If you don't do this, at a point 3 years ago, I stopped attending events because I don't like the big English I am hearing. People will tell me, if you don't do this, you will fail. You will do this. If you don't do this, your business will crash. Well, I believed that there are things that shouldn't be your own way. Allow me to create my story. So if your storyline warrants you to go online, post the content you have, just go and post them. Keep being consistent. the time where you will need that software or whatever it is, people will follow you with it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Bottom line is, do not procrastinate when to start because you're waiting for a particular resource. Start, the resource will follow up. I'm not too concerned about the content creation thing, but one thing I know for sure is consistency will keep you at the top. And when you are consistent, people will reach out to give you free advices that you would have paid elsewhere to get. I hope I have answered your question.
Okay, thank you,
Yes,
mom.
ma'am.
Okay, I think his question, let me like reiterate, is
Okay.
asking that he wanted to start his content creation, but he
Okay.
don't want to show his face. He don't want to show his face, so
Yes.
he needs a tool that he will be using without his face. And we know we have a lot of AI tool that you can use, but one
Okay.
thing I will tell you, since you are trying to build your personal brand,
Mm.
your personal brand needs to show your face. People need to know who is behind that brand, not the voice behind the brand. So as a man, I'll advise you, you are not a lady, I think you should show your face. They should know you. They should know who is behind the brand. So
Can
thank
I
you for that.
can I add up little something on that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. With regards to showing face, I know I had that challenge when I started up business, and a lot of times, it all boils down to self-esteem. I don't know for him particularly what is stopping him. As you said, he's a man, he shouldn't be shy. But for me, it was kind of low self-esteem. I wouldn't know what people, the perception of people towards me. Maybe somebody would say, ah, she doesn't know how to speak English, she doesn't know how to do it right, she doesn't know, there could be fear of all that comes up with. But there was a time when I felt, okay, today, this is the day I'll just show my face. Then nothing really happened. It was actually business as usual. So if that feeling is coming from low self-esteem, I would advise you to, practice talking to yourself in the mirror. Since you are a content creator, it really helped me. So I don't know if it may help you. So with regard to a tool, I think that is why we have civil tech. Personally, I'm not a content creator, a creation person. So I may not really know the tools you need to use for your content creation. However, I'll still advise you and I'll still maintain my stand on, even if you don't want to post your picture or whatever it is, start your journey of content creation.
Hello, Ma, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I want to know how to start content creation.
Please, we're sorry. We are following like those that raise their hands first. We'll come to you, please. Okay, ma'am. If you hear our question, you can answer it before the
Okay.
next person. Yes.
I don't think her question was audible enough. So probably you can just go ahead with the people that raise their hands. So
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see them. There is already Ismail Baba and also Umar Farouk raised their hands already.
Okay, Umar Farouk, please, you can ask your question. The mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Ma. But I don't know if my question is appropriate. I got the information for this webinar very late, so I'm just joining now during the question and answer session. What I was told is for businesses. So my question is about pricing in business. Uh, what will you recommend? Is it better to be posting your product with the prices tagged to it, or to post products without prices? Because people are giving different opinions. Some will say don't post with price. Some will say it's better to post with price.
Okay. Well, I feel, there is a trend going on that people will look at your profile and give you the price that they feel resonates with you. For example, the price of a common man is different from a price of celebrity. That is what we come to believe. What I feel one of the basic things that will keep you on top of your business game is integrity. A lot of people, a lot of businesses, except for businesses we feel they have stood the test of time, but a lot of small startups lack integrity. Some people just started business for the sake of getting quick cash, thinking they were going to get money on the table, not knowing it's not that way. So I feel personally, if you feel your product is good enough and you have assigned a price to it, and that is the price you will sell to every single individual, please post it. It's either that person is interested or not interested. Literally, I feel the best thing is to post for me personally. Hello.
Okay. I hope that answer your question, Umar.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Ma.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Uh, Ismail Baba, please, the mic is yours. You can ask your question now.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. So my question is like this. Like me, let's say I'm a graphic designer. So is it part of growing to be posting your works? Like now I am learning. Is it advisable to be posting my work from this stage to be growing
Uh,
to this stage, or I should leave when I am more professional in posting my work? You understand my
Okay.
question?
Okay, I understand your question. I think I love your question. Please post from the day you started if you have that information. People buy with emotions nowadays. Before, people would want to associate themselves with your product, with your brand, because your brand is an extension of you. People will want to associate with you or want to buy from you. You know, there's something we call sympathy buying. People will just buy from you, sometimes not because your product is good, but because they just like you. One of the things that fetched me customers online was being myself, selling my story, how I started from my kitchen, how the gradual process I went through to obtain the level of success I have achieved. Please, if you can hear me, put see every single information or every single process you have gone through to attain to where you are. You will not know how that is going to impact on you until you become the professional you have imagined yourself to become. And then you will you will hear people telling your stories like, uh, what's the name of this thing? Have you seen this person? Look at how he started. He started literally with nothing. Do you see how successful it is? It's just like when you have it. Okay, let me give you this scenario. If you are seated on a table with your friends, on a round table, and everybody is expected to give a story of how he grew up in his house, from there we'll be able to come up with conclusions. Like you hear this person said, okay, I'm a very rich person. I came from a very rich family. My dad gave me money. He invested in me. Then there's that person that will give us a story or how he started without from a broken family. He hardly gets 3 square meals. He doesn't get a very good place to sleep. And then bottom line is people will pick interest in the story of that person that suffered in the process of his growth than you that have a very rich father and the father just gave you money to invest in your business. People love hearing or love seeing gradual success stories. It's from where you start to where you are going. Then that makes people recognize how good you are in what you do. Before people will recognize you as that graphic designer, people will recognize you from the story you have shared. You understand? Because I believe in every success story there is a phase and process of challenges we have gone to attain the level of success. Now sharing that story is what will make people become emotionally attached to you and your brand. Then patronage will pop in and you'll be thinking you're doing something better than what a bigger brand is doing, not knowing that those people are patronizing you because they are already emotionally attached to you, your story, and your brand identity. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you very much. Well answered. And we pray may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upgrade your standard and each and everyone here. Thank you very much.
I mean, for that prayer. Thank you, ma'am. Like you say, like he started for the scratch. I think when you go to social media, you see those that write their content using storytelling have more reaction than those that just write generic content. So
Correct.
storytelling
Mm.
now is the heart of content creation. If you want to get noticed, start by storytelling. So thank you, Ma, for that answer. So is there anybody that has question? Please, if you have question, we are here for you. Okay. Fatima Muhammad Aladi, the mic is yours.
Okay, hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma. Please, my question goes to, all this about creating contents, bringing value and all that. How do you gain the visibility? You have to be visible for you to be able to impact or for you to be able to give value to people that are willing to listen. So in the first place, how do you get the visibility? Because sometimes you try all these tricks and hacks of stories and all that sympathy and all that, but you end up with no reactions, low whatever, all because you weren't visible enough. So I don't know
Mm.
if any trick that will get you that visibility.
It all goes back to you sharing value. You think people are not watching because they didn't like or comment? It's funny to think that because people are watching, thousands of people are watching you. You don't even know who is watching you. Your fans, your lovers, your haters, they are all watching you. Is that comment or like that they will not post? And people only want to recognize you when you are successful. People want to associate with value and success. Now you'll be thinking that okay, it's now that I have started, even my family friends or my family or my siblings, I'll have to beg them to like my post now that you are starting. But eventually when you're growing, they'll be waiting on you to post so they can show others they know this person. Bottom line is what I said earlier, post value. If it's value, don't even bother who is liking or who is commenting. People are watching and they will only recognize you or relate with you when it is time to recognize with you. When it is time, when your success is showing you already, that is when they want to associate and show people that this person is somebody I know. I know how she started. I am, and bottom line, things like this shouldn't make you feel bad at all. Things like this never make me feel bad because I believe it's all value to me, and what I'm posting out there, I am very sure it will impact to people that even people that actually refuse to like or comment or whatever it is on my post. People are watching. It's funny to think that people have not seen your post because you didn't see any like or comment, but people are watching you and they are watching you closely. You won't know they are watching you except if you try to do just one bad thing, then you see 1001 comments just because you have done one single bad or one single wrong thing. What this is telling us is people are watching, people know what you are doing. It's left for them to decide if they want to associate with you or if they want to show people to like you or not. Bottom line is people want to associate with success, value, and positivity. So keep posting and don't feel bad whenever things like this happen. It's just like when you were getting a negative or constructive criticism from a customer, you will feel bad, but obviously that will not stop you from doing what you're doing. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you for that. Absolutely. Don't like you just have to be consistent. Rome is not built in a day. When these big creators start telling you how they went through, you think that you know that you are trying. And one thing I would advise is that also be like networking, react to other people's uh, posts. When they post, you also react to theirs so that you'll be getting noticed. Before you know, they will start reacting to yours too. So is there any question, please? If there is question, you can ask or you write it in the comment. Okay, so in absence of any question, ma'am. So if somebody wants to like meet you, get your contact, want you to be his or her mentor, how can they reach out to you?
I think on the last slide, I posted my details. I posted my email and I posted my Instagram page. My Instagram page is there, Shawarma Corner NG.
Okay, thank you for that. So let me hand over the mic to the CEO of Civic Tech Consulting to give us a closing remark
Okay.
since we are close to the day. So, sir, the mic is yours. Berk.
Uh, Thank you so much, Ruqaiya. This is indeed impactful session, and I think from the participant engagement and review I have seen from the attendance, it's sure that you have impacted the life and the mindset of the participant, and I couldn't appreciate you less today because of the effort that you have put. And I think yesterday, almost around this time, we were in conversation around how the conversation will go, because the topic is very wide, especially if you can see how we should try to cover it end to end, which require a vast amount of experience for someone, especially which requires someone with a high level of experience to actually cover it. She follow more of a storytelling approach, which is more engaging for master participant. You can see how the retention rate and everything like is really enticing. Thank you so much, ma'am, for honoring about our invitation and also impacting the young entrepreneurs that are here. So the idea for Civic Test is high impact sessions like this, webinar like this is out of reach for small and new businesses, right? For you to have reached to this kind of webinar, you need to be in a very larger cycle, and a lot of bureaucracy and money has to be put for you to access high impact webinars. But the idea is to get someone like Ruqaiya with a very vast experience as a no course for non businesses to share their experience, support their growth, and also us as a technical consultant to provide you with digital resources and how you could be able to grow all at very little or no cost at all. And also we organize this, you can see this is more like more generalized session, more of informative and also inspirational. We also organize technical session for smaller businesses, how you can for example accept payment, how you can create content, all this using your mobile phone, how you can uh, accept offline payment, how you can ensure that what's they call it, your product is being seen, product photography, all the resource and information that businesses need. We are here for them, and we are here for other less represented sectors like civic tech, also social impact solutions, right? So thank you so much, ma'am, and I believe with I can speak on behalf of the participant that we really enjoy your session, and also we look forward to have you in the near future. And also for this that join the meeting directly via link, there is a form that shares in the chat box. You can quickly just drop us your name and email, so that when there is another session like this, we can follow up with you. Probably you can spare some time to learn one or two things that might improve your business or expand your knowledge. Thank you so much, Mariam. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Please, I want to use this opportunity to thank the participants that were able to join. So please do follow Shawarma Corner on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and support the business, please. And so we're trying to say thank you, ma'am, for honoring our invitation, and we hope to see you, to invite you next time to facilitate another wonderful session like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me too, and I hope I've impacted knowledge on each and every one of you. And to the Civic Tech team, well done on this very great and inspiring initiative. I hope to hear more from you, inshallah. Thank you once again, and good night.
Thank you. So, bye.